baby, won't you be my...
Hi guys. Okay, so this is the beginning of the vlog. As you can tell by the title, we are doing something different, something I'm very excited for, and something I wanted to kind of bring you guys along the journey in. So as you can tell, and I kind of prefaced it in the beginning of the vlog, I told you guys that I had a procedure done on my arms. I actually have not had the procedure yet, but the procedure is for my arms, and it is an elective cosmetic procedure for cosmetic purposes only. This was something that was fully voluntary, something that I wanted to do. Also, sorry if you can see like the glare. I'm trying to kind of like not look directly at you so you don't see it. Yeah, you're blurry if I do that. So right now we have to stick with this. Also, sorry if you hear the dishwasher that is running right now, and I also have the washing machine going upstairs. So a lot of noises happening, so I apologize. I actually also think that there's an airplane flying over right now, so please excuse. But I wanted to just kind of like talk to you guys about the procedure tomorrow. So basically I'm getting something done called AirSculpt, and a lot of you might have heard of it, some of you may have not. Essentially it's a minimally invasive liposuction procedure, just to like call it what it is. You are awake, they give you a couple different medications to have you feeling pretty good. It's minimally invasive, so from my understanding they take like a 2mm tube or device and they poke your arm with it or wherever you want the procedure done. And for me it's my arms, and I'm also doing like my front bra like area too. And basically through doing that, through making those 2 incisions, there'll be one at the bottom of my arm right here and one at the top of my arm right here, and they'll be able to suck out the fat cells for the procedure. Am I even in focus? I'm not even sure, but that's kind of the brief overview. I'm missing so much information. I know that I am. I had my consult on Monday. This is honestly, let's start from the beginning. I have always felt very insecure about my arms. I've always felt like no matter what stage I'm at in my weight, I know that my weight fluctuates, and no matter what stage I'm at in my weight, my arms have always been a big source of insecurity for me. They're always something where I am very conscious of them. I feel like they take away from me enjoying myself, which sounds very vain and shallow, but it's genuinely such a big insecurity of mine. I'm constantly wearing jackets and coats and long sleeve shirts to try and cover my arms, and I get uncomfortable wearing strapless things or just tank tops or even t-shirts. I'm always looking at my side profile to see how big my arms are. I always am just overly conscious of them and wildly insecure of them. And I've tried to get it out of my head. I've tried, you know, I've been working out with a trainer for well over a year now consistently, and I just found this process and this procedure, and it's something that I really was interested in. I heard about it over a year ago. I've had it on my mind for quite some time. I've been thinking about it. I forget where exactly I first heard of AirSculpt. I don't know if it had to have been online somewhere, and I started learning more about it, and I really liked the idea that you were, first of all, awake and that you weren't under general anesthesia, just because anesthesia freaks me out. And also I liked the idea that it was a non-invasive, or a minimally, sorry, it is invasive, but it's minimally invasive, a minimally invasive procedure. And that was something that was really appealing to me as well. I like the fact that there's very minimal downtime with the procedure. They say that it's a 24 to 48 hour downtime period. You do have to wear a compression garment for 2 weeks after the procedure is done, but as far as, you know, you're not like down and out for 2 weeks is essentially what I'm getting at. So I liked all of those factors about it. I made my consult for Monday, so a couple days ago. It's currently Wednesday. It's Wednesday the 22nd, I believe, and I had my consult on the 20th. And so I went in and I spoke with the woman who was helping me there, and she was really, really comprehensive with me about everything. She walked me through the whole procedure, asked me what my questions were. I then met with a doctor who actually isn't going to end up being my doctor tomorrow. I met with a different doctor. I just decided to pull the plug on it and just go for it and just do it, because again, this has been something that I've just struggled with for a really long time. I've been really insecure about it for a while, and I just want to be confident and be happy in my body. And I've gotten to the point where for a long time I thought, you know, oh, I'll just wait to get these procedures done until after I have kids. But honestly, like, I don't want to feel insecure until then. I don't want to have these insecurities up until that point. I feel like if I can do something about it now, then I just should. And you know, after kids, if I want to get work done or procedures, I can do that as well. But I wanted to really just, you know, I kind of like reached this breaking point. I was like, why am I waiting? Like, why am I waiting? I know I'm waiting, you know, you wait for kids because then you can kind of do it like all in one. But honestly, like, why would I wait until then if I'm, you know, if it's affecting me as much as it is? I'm a big component of like, do whatever you want to yourself, for yourself. I think that's a big thing. Like, do it for you and no one else, which I can definitely say I'm doing this procedure for myself. I want to be open with you guys. I don't want to hide it from you. I'm going to be talking about it all on My Thoughts Exactly too, but I kind of wanted to bring you guys through the step-by-step of everything. So again, I am getting a procedure done called AirSculpt. They say that after the first like 2 to 3 weeks, you start to see your results, the swelling goes down, and then you see your like complete final results at 6 months. Honestly, the thing that I'm probably most nervous about is the medication that they give you before going in, because they give you what I assume to be a Xanax, that's what she told me, it's a Xanax, and then like one or two other things. And I'm just someone that doesn't like to not be in control of my body. I don't like taking substances or anything like that. I'll drink wine all day long, but like substances, I'm just like not the biggest fan of. So I'm kind of nervous about how my body's gonna react to that. But other than that, I'm not nervous about like the actual procedure part whatsoever, but I am very, very excited. So I basically just spent the day doing a bunch of work so I don't have to do it this weekend. I filmed Killer Instinct and My Thoughts Exactly. I have been kind of cleaning the house. I did a bunch of laundry. I cleaned out the closet. Hayden cleaned the kitchen. Hayden's picking me up and dropping me off at the procedure tomorrow. I go in tomorrow at 11 a.m. And I get picked up at like 1:30. So it's very quick. And yeah, that's kind of it. I feel like I am missing a lot. I feel like I didn't really give the best introduction. That is kind of where we're at. I feel like my thoughts are kind of all over the place, which is why I'm not able to like properly articulate everything. You know, I know everyone's got their opinion on plastic surgery and everyone has their opinion on getting work done, and I can respect your opinion and you can respect mine, and it doesn't have to be the same opinion, and that's okay. I am 27. I'm paying for this completely on my own, and I, you know, I've made a decision that I'm standing by and I'm sticking by. I'm excited. I am gonna finish the rest of the night by doing laundry and basically just getting myself ready. I'll see you in the morning. Hi guys. My face is so red. I just like washed it and put a bunch of like skincare on. So excuse my face. Also excuse my voice. I don't know why I woke up and it's going in and out. I don't understand what's happening. It's procedure day. I am currently making some breakfast right now. They told me that I had to eat and drink a lot of water leading up to it. So that is what I've been doing. Hayden just took Church to his grooming appointment, and then Hayden's going to do something to like fix his tire. I don't know, boy stuff. And then it is currently 8:45. I have to be at the center at 11. I told you guys last night we did like a giant deep clean of the house. Also, I haven't seen you guys since we got our new couch. Let me show you. But this is the couch. It's a gorge. She's huge. We love her. This is Church's spot right there. But this is what the couch looks like. It's from the company Sixpenny. Don't mind this. I just got a new rug. Rug's coming in, and then we're gonna fix this situation. I just don't have the interior design bone that my mom has. I want to have it, but I'm just not as good as it as she is. I'm gonna eat my breakfast, and then I'll catch up with you guys right before we go. Okay, you guys, a little procedure OOTD. They just told me to come in like black loose clothing. That's pretty much my entire closet, so that's not a very difficult thing to do. But I just have these like Amazon slides on right now. I'm kind of thinking of taking them off though, because they're a little small, but honestly it's gonna be fine. I took all my jewelry off. They didn't say to do that, but I just did it, except my earrings that I have not been able to take out for years. So we have that, and then hair is just doing its thing, and yeah, let's go do this thing. I look like a linebacker. I am so swollen. First of all, hi. It is day 1 after the procedure. My face just feels really swollen right now. I have a gua sha right here. I'm about to get to work, but I wanted to kind of give you guys an update. I didn't update you guys when I got home yesterday just because I literally slept the entire day. Procedure started at 11:32 and we were done by 12:19, so it went by like that. And truthfully for me, I thought it was like 20 minutes. I remember telling the nurse, I was like, how long were we in here? And she was like, about an hour. And I was like, it felt so much shorter than that. And she was like, yeah, I know, like for patients it seems a lot quicker than it actually is. So I got home last night and I slept from 1:30 to 4, and then I got up from the couch and moved to the bed and slept from 4 to 6, and then went back to bed at 10. You missed absolutely nothing yesterday. Honestly, as far as my pain goes right now, I'm at like a, I don't know, maybe like a 5 in this area. Like it just feels sore. It's not pain, it's just like, oh, my arms feel a little sore. But my arms typically feel like this after I work out with my trainer anyways, so I'm not like not used to it. The one thing that I did want to mention is, well, first of all, I want to show you guys kind of the garment that I'm in, the little compression thing. I have maxi pads stuffed inside of this thing because when you're doing this, especially on your arms, they said the arms is the worst place, or not the worst, but like it has the tendency to cause the most leakage. And when you're leaking, you're not leaking blood or anything like that. The numbing fluid that they put in you is leaking out because of gravity. Like you're standing up, it's coming out. So I have a lot of maxi pads just like stuffed all over me. And they even said to put a towel down last night, like in the bed, because it would probably leak out through there, or leak out onto the bed. And at first I was like, that seems a little dramatic, but I decided to do it and I'm so glad I did. Look, I was like leaking through this shirt. This is Hayden's shirt. So this is my little garment. How cute is she? Honestly, okay. These are maxi pads that I have to like stuff in here because we want these ones to hit the incision right here. This is what the garment looks like. But yeah, this is kind of the day one update. I did take some medicine last night. I took some ibuprofen. It was the 800 milligram ibuprofen that they provided me. And then I also need to take this morning my antibacterial, not antibacterial, like whatever it is to help prevent infections is what I need to do now. But right now it is 9:15. I'm going and getting a blow dry at 10:30, which I'm very excited about because this rat's nest on my hair is not doing it. Last night when I was laying on the couch, my whole back was drenched because I was just like leaking all through my back and it was so gross. I couldn't have any caffeine yesterday and that was definitely not fun. So I have an Uptime energy drink waiting for me in the fridge right now. But all in all, you guys, I am so happy that I did the procedure. I actually didn't even run you guys through the procedure in and of itself because I haven't talked to you. So let me give you the quick rundown of it because I couldn't bring my camera in the procedure room. Basically, I went into pre-op and they marked me up. I'm gonna post some pictures right here of them marking up my arms and everything. So they marked up my arms, the doctor did. The doctor came in, he marked up my arms, and the nurse was there. The nurse was so amazing and so nice and so sweet. She was around my age, so we were just kind of like laughing. My doctor was incredible. If you're ever in Nashville and you wanna get AirSculpt done, definitely go to Dr. Nice. I felt really comfortable. I felt like he knew what he was doing. Like I felt like he felt really confident, and that made me feel less nervous about it all. So when it comes to the sedation of everything and the medication that you get put on, they give you a little bit of a cocktail, as they like to call it. It's a Xanax, a Tylenol, a Benadryl, a Zofran, which helps with nausea, and then something else that starts with a D. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I remember when I was talking to my doctor, he was like, do you want the shot? Like, you don't necessarily need it, but if you want it, we can give it to you. Like, do you think you're gonna want it? Like, how out of it do you wanna be? Because with the shot, people have said that it makes them feel a little bit high, like you end up feeling high for like 4 to 6 hours. And I was like, like I don't like that feeling. And so when he gave me the option, I was like, honestly, I don't think I really want it. And he's like, I don't think you're gonna need it, but like if at any point during the procedure you want it, I can administer it to you. But it's one of those things of like, once I give it to you, I can't take it away. So I was like, let's just not do it. And if I need it, I'll tell you. So that was all that. he left, and then the pre-op room and the operation, or like the procedure room, were like connected. I just didn't know it. There was just like a door, and she just opened the door and she's like, okay, come in here. And so I went in there, and it definitely wasn't like scary. It wasn't like an operating room. It was just like, it was a room, and all the equipment was in there, and there was a bed in there, and I laid down on the bed. But first I took the medicine. So I took the Xanax, the Tylenol, the Benadryl, and the Zofran, took all of those, and then they asked me what music I wanted to listen to, and I said Taylor Swift. Then I sat down, and then the doctor came in, and we were just chit-chatting, and he got started with the numbing. And honestly, out of the whole thing, the numbing was probably the one that was like the most uncomfortable, but it really wasn't even that bad. I would rate it like a 4 out of 10 out of just like, this feels weird. And the nurse explained that to me. She was like, you will feel like a feeling you've never felt before. That's what all the patients say. They're like, oh, I never felt something like this. It honestly feels like your arms are tightening. So that lasted for probably, I don't know how long that lasted. My concept of time was all warped, but I never felt out of it. That was the biggest thing that I want to say. I never felt out of it. I was just chilling. Once the numbing was done, he left for 10 minutes, and then he came back because the numbing needed to like sit and numb and do its thing. And so 10 minutes later he came back, and that's when we actually started the procedure. And that's when he just went in, and I really felt nothing, you guys. Like, I felt nothing. If anything, I felt like a tiny little like pinch here and there, but that was it. It was like literally nothing. I look back and I'm like, I can't believe I was ever like nervous about this, because this was just like the easiest procedure ever for me. I know everyone's gonna have different experiences, but I honestly think it was so great. And they did the air sculpt, or he did the air sculpt on one of my arms, and he told me that he got 1.5 cups of fat out of just one of my arms, which is crazy. And then he brought in like the skin tightening. So I did the air sculpt plus skin tightening. So it was a totally different machine. So he brings in the skin tightening machine, and it's the same. The needle is really long. I'm gonna tell you that. The needle is like this long. I don't know how much of the needle goes in you. I think almost all of it, maybe half of it. Don't quote me, but the needle is long. But you can look away. You just look away and you don't feel it. So it's not a big deal. It feels more of like a Theragun kind of massage. It's not like a relaxing massage. It's like a Theragun massage. If you've ever like had one of those massage guns, that's kind of what it feels like. So then he brings in the skin tightening tool, and then we did that. And that one felt a little bit tingly. That one I felt more than the air sculpt, but it wasn't like pain. It was just like a little bit of tingle, a little bit of like heat, but wasn't bad. Oh, and then we did my front brow rolls, which were like nothing. I didn't even feel that. And then we were done. And again, like I said, it was like 11:32 to 12:19. And I remember the nurse called Hayden, and Hayden, when he picked me up, he was like, that was the quickest thing ever. He's like, I had no time to do anything. His plan while I was in there was to go and like get my car washed and put coolant in it and get my tires, put air in my tires. And he had to like rush to go do all of it, because by the time he got to the place, they were like, yeah, she's almost done. Like, she's about to be done. Like, you can come and get her. And it was so quick. But yeah, I think that if this is something that you're interested in, if this is something you've ever wanted to do, I highly recommend it. I think that obviously I'm in the very early stages. It's day one. As far as just like the procedure in and of itself goes, it was very seamless and smooth, and 10 out of 10. And Dr. Nice is amazing. Now it is 9:30. I've been yapping your head off for a while. I'm going to basically just get ready to go to dry bar. I'm gonna wear this, but I'm just gonna put a sweatshirt on and then just some leggings and call it a day. I don't know when I'll see you guys next, but I'll see you soon. Okay, little change of scenery. It's been a couple days since we have last spoken. I know that I've kind of been dropping the ball on giving you the day-by-day, play-by-play of this recovery, but that's truthfully because there's been nothing to document. It has been such a smooth recovery. There has been literally nothing to show you guys. I've been wearing my compression. I'm wearing it right now still. You can see over here, she's cute. She's secured. I've been wearing that every single day for about 23 hours, and the only time I take it off is to shower for about an hour. I am not working out. I'm really just kind of feeling I mean, it has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that I just have been just not really being active or going to the gym. Like, I've just kind of been feeling like a little bit of a blob. I did talk about this in a My Thoughts Exactly episode. I talked all about it yesterday, or not yesterday. Well, I filmed it yesterday. I did the podcast yesterday, and I like walked through the play-by-play of like the entire procedure. Also what like recovery has been like, but like I said, there's really not much to tell you because it's been such a smooth recovery process. But right now I am currently at the office, the AirSculpt office, to get my 1 week post-op checkup. So basically how this office does it is you have your 1 week and then you have your 3-month checkup. So I'm trying to think if there's like any updates that I need to give you that I haven't, but I really don't think that there is. I've really been able to do everything. The only negative that I have had is just having to wear this compression 24/7 basically. It's just kind of a lot to try and figure out like, how do I wear this with clothes? And like I have dinner tonight. I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna wear because like, how do I incorporate this little thing into an outfit? I am kind of hesitant to have the episode go live tomorrow for my thoughts exactly, just because I feel like plastic surgery in general and any sort of procedure is a very, I don't want to say taboo because I don't think it's as taboo anymore, but it's a topic that people have very strong opinions on, and not that those opinions will sway me either way. I already got it done. There's nothing that like could or couldn't be said that's going to change the outcome of anything. But I also just wanted to be honest, and I told you guys that in the very beginning of this video. Like I just wanted to be straight with you guys. I feel like we're so close. I feel like it would be weird if I got something done and didn't tell you. Like I told all of my best friends, and now I want to tell you guys. And I also just want to kind of put out all of the information as I got it, what my experience has been with AirSculpt, just because again, like I think that the more information that's out there, the better. And this is, I think, something that, you know, should be talked about. If anyone is interested or like wants to know or anything, like here it is. One thing I will say, and I'm going to talk to my doctor about this, is there's like still parts of my arm, like kind of like right here, that area, like kind of this area, that are still a little bit numb. And I am sure that that is very much normal, considering the fact that two things: I had numbing fluid inside of me and it could just be still making its way out, but also I do think that the compression has something to do with that as well, and like cutting off my circulation maybe, or not cutting it off, but like not giving me as much blood flow as I normally would have. I think that there's a couple different reasons for it, so I do want to talk to them about that today and just see if that's normal or if I'm going to be numb forever. Oh my god, the scariest thing happened, you guys. So on Saturday, I woke up and I was laying there. This is 2 days after the procedure. I was laying there and my arm was like on the bed, just like this. And you know when you tell your arm to move in your mind, you're like, okay, I'm gonna move my arm. I was doing that, but my arm wasn't moving. My hand wasn't moving. I was literally looking at my hand being like, and like trying to move it, and I couldn't. You know how sometimes if you like sleep on your hand weird, your hand will fall asleep and it's like hard to kind of like move it for a minute? That was kind of the feeling, but it was like no feeling. Like there was no tingling that sometimes happens when your arm falls asleep. It was just like dead. I had a dead arm and I was like, oh no. And that lasted for probably like 20 seconds, but it felt a lot longer. So I am very glad that that was just that was just a little bit of a blip. Now it is about 15 minutes out from my procedure. I'm gonna go in and I will catch you guys when I'm out. Just got out of the post-op. It was so fast. It's literally, what time is it? 2:09. My appointment was at 2:09. I'm in the car and I am leaving. Everyone, as always, was so sweet and so nice, and I had nurses come in who basically just took my vitals, and then the doctor came in and he looked at my incisions and everything again. He said that everything looks amazing and that things are moving exactly at the pace that it should be. He was very happy with it, which makes me very happy. And I did ask him about the numbing, and he told me that it was normal. He was just kind of like, oh yeah, like almost like why, of course, like why are you even asking? But he was like, yeah, no, that's very normal. And he's like, honestly, you might be feeling it for a couple weeks, so just don't freak out. He's like, it will go away though. And I was like, okay, sounds good. So now that that's done, I'm on the way home. I'm gonna go home and take a shower, get a little nap in, and then I have dinner with my friend tonight at 6:30, which I am very excited about. I haven't seen her in a hot minute, and she's like my reality TV, like she's my reality TV girl. Like she loves a good reality show. honestly more than I do. Woo! She got me all into like Vanderpump Rules and like, actually she didn't get me into VPR. I got into VPR on my own, but then she like told me about the Housewives. So I'm very excited to see her and be able to like unpack it all, because if you guys have not seen Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, it's so good. I'm trying to remember if I'm supposed to turn here or not, and I cannot remember for the life of me. I feel like, yeah, I am supposed to turn here. Can't tell if we like this angle or not. You tell me, do we like this angle or is it giving you whiplash? Because I can't tell if I can't tell. I will check in a little bit. Hi guys, we're back. It's a couple days later. I am currently getting ready to go out on the treadmill in the garage and just walk a little bit. I have been feeling kind of like a blob lately, I'm not gonna lie. The not working out for 2 weeks is definitely catching up to me. Yeah, I just have not been feeling great. I just feel like very sluggish, and so I want to get out on the treadmill and at least get some steps in. Like if I can get some steps in, I'll be good. Hayden and I just got back from the mall because we're going to New York on Thursday. It's currently Sunday, and we just needed to get some stuff, and we went to Sephora. Had to stop in and I got some stuff that I wanted to show you guys. I also got this little watch. It's not an Apple Watch. I'm just not an Apple Watch person, even though this looks exactly like one. First of all, I got it on Amazon. Just came in today. I'll keep you guys posted on how I like it. I'll put it in my storefront if I end up liking it. It was like 50 bucks on Amazon, and I was like, I'm just gonna get it. So did that came in like an hour ago, and or not even, like 30 minutes ago, and that's why I waited all day to get on the treadmill, because I wanted to use this so I can count my steps. Anyways, Sephora, let's talk about it. I got these, which I love these. These are the First Aid Beauty Radiance pads. I think these are amazing. They're so good just to get like all of the dirt and grime and everything off your face. Let's focus. Let's do that. Let's do our job. Hi. Got those, and then I got the moisturizer that I use, which is the Laneige water mask. I got the YSL contour stick, or sorry, LYS contour stick, not YSL. Then I got the Amika Cure multi-mask or multitask repair treatment for the shower. I needed to like restock on my hair stuff, and then I got this, which is the Wow Dream Coat. I use this every time I get out of the shower. I'm gonna show you guys what my compressions have been looking like. Look at that. She's definitely looking slim. I've been doing a really good job at wearing the compressions, and it's doing what it needs to do. It's mainly to help with swelling. The only hard part is like it does kind of like cut off the circulation a little bit, but it's okay. It just gets a little itchy, but again, for the greater good. Probably just gonna throw a big t-shirt on over this. Just gonna throw on this Princess Polly shirt that I got years ago. Still have it, love it, wear it. I don't really care. It's just in my garage. Gonna go do that, and then we're just gonna hang out tonight. We're just gonna cook salmon and chill. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. I know I didn't see you since Thursday, but I wanted to just kind of do a little check-in and show you guys how the compressions were looking. Yeah, that's kind of it.